Hi, welcome back, guys. I'm just opening the video here on the other computer, and the audio seems to be good, which is great. Let me drop an auto like as usual. Yeah, welcome back, guys. So today is Thursday here, and gonna continue Opus in a moment. So, well, today I have a day off, so there's not much going on. It's just like a miserable weather outside. Not so cold, but well, relatively chilly actually. It's like around 12 degrees here. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Well, I mean, it is perfectly logical. I grew up in Europe most of the time, in West Europe. Well, when I was a kid, when I was very young, I was born in New York. But then, my parents moved to Russia, back to Russia, because my father's contract in America expired when I was one, basically. That was planned, though. That was the way it went. And then, yeah, so for about maybe 5 years, I guess, I lived in Moscow. That was in the 80s. That was still during the Soviet Union days, that guys. I mean, it seems like so long ago, but it wasn't actually. It's really not. And actually, I would argue that even now, like Russia is, I mean, the current Russia anyway is really not that different from the Soviet Union days. It's really not. Definitely, the shit that they're doing is completely in line with what how the Soviet Union behaved at the time. So, yeah. Um, Look, I'm not gonna comment on politics in this particular stream, but I'll just say that it's very messy, and it's unfortunate that basically like people like Putin, etc. They are basically like mafia. That's how they came to power. Most of Putin's close people are a part of the mafia club as well. So yeah, and I mean, we don't have fair and open elections. We don't. Look, guys, every time you read some kind of article online and it says like, like 90% of people in Russia support Putin, yeah, don't take that at face value, guys. This is just manipulated numbers. There's no independent verification going on. It's basically just like the government said it, so that's it. But yeah, we know that it's not true. But unfortunately, the question is like, yeah, how do you like topple such a regime? And I don't have the answer for that because right now we have a mess in the US as well. Like, Trump is a moron, idiot, wannabe dictator. Pretty much, when a lot of the decisions that he wants to take are not happening, okay? But the decisions that he does make are generally terrible for everybody except for him, of course. He wants to enrich himself and his buddies. We know that. Uh, but for the regular American people, it's like tragic decisions, one after another. So okay, but again, like, how do you topple him? You can, of course, logically, you wait for the next election. However, I mean, he can do a lot of damage while you're waiting for that next election. So in that case, like, what do you do, right? I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't have the answer, unfortunately. Um, my only kind of solution is that we need to, educate people. We need to inform people. We need to teach people how to critically think. I think this is the main thing, especially in America these days. If you think about conspiracy theories, right? I'm talking about like in general. I know that some of them turned out to be true, like some kind of minority, but let's talk about kind of in general, right? I don't know. There's like hundreds of them, I guess, maybe thousands, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. very few of them are actually true. Okay, like I don't know, less than 1% for sure. But it seems to me, and I interact a lot online mostly, reading comments, etc. I can see the profiles of the people posting. I know that some profiles can be fake, but usually, like, there are like clearly fake profiles, and there are just kind of not really, like, more real ones. A lot of these kind of conspiratorial thinking originates in countries like the US and sometimes also the UK, and like Australia. I don't know why, but it seems to affect the English speaking world mostly. I don't know why. Somebody should look into that probably and write some paper about it. But especially, I would say, in the US, we have this issue. Uh, for example, like I just recently, like a couple of days ago, just on my page, Age of Reason, which I run on Facebook, it has like 21,000 members. I'm very proud of that, by the way. Most of the people are very adequate, I would say. The people who are not adequate, I basically banned them because, look, it's not about free speech. I'm all for free speech, but it's just about they post misinformation, and misinformation kills, like, very often. If you write something like, oh, vaccines are bad, well, guess what? It's going to influence some people who are not very bright, who are even less bright than them, and they're not going to vaccinate their kid, and then their kid is going to die because of that. I'm just not going to allow that shit to happen. This is, they're not doctors, they don't have any medical expertise, so they just come on these pages and they post some kind of medical opinion. Yeah, they can fuck off with that. So just yesterday, or probably like, yeah, 2 days ago or something like that, somebody, like, again, came in and started to rant about the COVID vaccines and how that's a hoax, etc., etc. Well, again, these are people without any medical expertise. They just read something or heard something from somebody else, some other ignoramus online, and they just run with it. And if they're wrong, they just go on a hike. They just disappear, and nothing matters. There's no repercussion. There's no punishment. There's nothing. Uh, these are just like some people hiding behind the screen somewhere. So, you know, later on, like, if people don't get the vaccine and die from COVID, they don't care about that. They couldn't give a shit about that. And that's the reality. We don't have any, I mean, these people don't have any empathy in reality. So, what do you expect? Um, so that one is that. But I wrote a counter comment to that. I know that these people are not going to read it. I know that. But there, look, again, like I said, my group has 21,000 people. So other people are sure to read it. And I know that already because my comment got 5 likes very, very quickly. So I basically compared it. Well, first of all, yeah, I did point out that a lot of conspiracy theorists tend to live in the States. Like, this is just the way it is. I don't know why. I mean, again, somebody should look into that, why we have so many nuts in the country. I have certain like I have certain like ideas, let's say, because I know that in the 80s, for example, when Reagan was president, he was very busy closing down, shutting down mental health institutions because, well, he thought mental health is bullshit, basically. It's not real. Like, just these people are faking, and we can just release them back into society. They'll be just okay. And also, like, well, it was done under the pretext of saving money for the government, but we know that's bullshit. So yeah, all these wackos, and I mean, like, literally wackos. I mean, there's not it's not their fault. It's just the way that their brain is wired. They're just crazy people. Like, so it's, it's the way nature is. So all of them got released pretty much into the general public in the States, and I'm sure, like, many of them have interbred with others. So I'm not saying I'm not saying that things like depression and stuff like that, obviously, this is not, as far as I'm aware anyway. Again, I'm not a doctor, but as far as I'm aware, this is not like genetic or anything like that. Some people get it, some people don't. It's just like chemical balance in your head. Like in my family, as far as I know, there is nobody with depression except me. So then it's not genetic, right? I mean, unless it jumps like several generations, but I really doubt that's the case. But there are other more serious diseases, mental diseases, which I believe are genetic. So if these people reproduce, like these genes are basically copied on to their offspring, right? And that's very dangerous. So yeah, the thing I pointed out in my comment though is that look, if the COVID was only in the States, let's say, like, only like there's literally no other country that had it, it was only in the States, then I would be a little bit suspicious about it too. I would be like, well, maybe like some kind of government secret medical lab, they fucked up or something, and there's some kind of virus leak that escaped. It's very contagious, and yeah. Or maybe because it was only limited to the States, maybe they did fake the whole thing. Maybe like it would be worth looking into. But we know that COVID is a global thing. It still is, by the way. I just want to make sure that people don't forget that it's still out there. Unfortunately, the numbers are not very high, granted, but it's still there, and it's not the flu. Okay, it's just not. It's really not. I know that some people die from the flu. However, the percentage is very low, I would say, and also the actual kind of condition that you'll be in are drastically different. Like if you have a flu, you don't go in the ventilator usually. You don't. But if you get a serious case of COVID, you do. So already that's different. But again, like we know it's a global thing. We know that it's not just the like big pharma in the States. We know that's not it. It's not only them, but pretty much every single medical like branch in the world, company, whatever, they agree that it's real and they know it's real, and they're trying to make medicines, and they're trying to, well, I'm sure like somebody's trying to make like an actual cure for it. I'm sure it's very difficult because it's a virus that mutates very rapidly. So I don't know like how you deal with that. Again, not a doctor. uh but I'm sure like many people are working on it. It's still like a global thing though. It's the same like, I think like these people, well, typically these are Americans, and typically the mindset of such people is that they believe that the USA equals the world. Like literally, that's how they think. Obviously, it's wrong because we know there are, I don't know, 200 plus countries in the world, but they don't care about that. They really believe that the US is the only country in the world, and the government is out to screw them, which is fair enough. That's true to a certain extent. Uh, but they don't look at any other countries' examples. They completely ignore foreign research, etc., etc. So I also compared it to the moon landing deniers, which again we have. I think the majority of them live in the States, and they operate on the same basis. They always say like, well, NASA is faking things. Look at the NASA AI like generated pictures and videos and stuff like that. Okay, fine, you can say that. However, NASA is not the only space agency in the world. We have Roscosmos, we have JAXA, we have the European Space Agency, ESA, and actually others. We have the Indian one as well. There's the one in New Zealand, which is very small there, but still it's there. There's other countries like coming online as well. Uh, and they all agree that, Americans landed on the moon, and not just once, mind you. Uh, it's not a contested issue, except among like these type of idiots in the States mostly. And also, like in the States, by the way, it's interesting because there are some of them who make these kind of like documentaries on YouTube, right? And they actually do get a fair amount of views, by the way. They also write books, these people, and I'm sure like some of them at least sell relatively well. But it's all bullshit. Like it's absolute nonsense, all of it. But unfortunately, again, we have a lot of uneducated people. We have a lot of very misinformed people in the country. So it's very easy to take advantage of them. I also have to remind you that in the States, about 70% of, well, roughly 70% of the population identifies as Christians. Okay. And I'm an atheist. I don't believe in religion whatsoever. I think it's all bullshit. I'm sure you can find like some truth like sprinkled in here and there, like very minor things. I mean, like for example, if somebody was in the Bible, actually, there are some passages where somebody is just taking an inventory. It's literally that. It's just listing like, okay, today I went to the warehouse, let's say, and there were like I don't know 100 cows and 50 oxen. It said like I don't know, like who cares about this shit? But it's all in the Bible, and I'm sure like probably that is maybe true because cows are real, oxen are real, pieces of wood are real. So I'm sure like some of it is real. But when it comes to the supernatural claims, you have to demonstrate that first before you actually believe any of that. Well, even the claims about the inventory, you do need evidence. But it's just like a very mundane claim. And to be honest, it doesn't affect anyone, whether there were like 100 cows or 110 cows. It's like, who gives a shit? Uh, but it's the supernatural claims that matter. But they are, however, very impressive to somebody again who is not educated, not informed, and we have a lot of like Christo fascists right now in the country, trying to pretty much drag the country back to the Stone Age, um, reverse laws like women can vote, etc., etc. It's funny because even women vote for that, which is so fucked up. It's like just imagine that, like you're a woman and you vote to basically like have your right to vote being taken away from you. That's some next level bullshit right there. But that's what we see, guys. That's what we see. It's incredible. It's really incredible. I don't have words anymore for the US. It's just such a fucked up place right now. I mean, it's been fucked up for a while, mind you. Uh, it's just like even like George Carlin, like back in the 80s, he was making these kind of stand-up shows, and he was saying like, just think about like the dumbest person you know, and then realize that you know half half the country is even dumber than that. I'm paraphrasing, but essentially that's kind of what he was going for. And it's wild to think about that. It's just incredible. Like every time online, I think I found like the dumbest person, the dumbest motherfucker ever, and then somebody comes along like a week later and proves me wrong, like it's somebody even dumber. Like there's no bottom to dumb fuckery. It seems like there's always somebody like even dumber than that. So it's really incredible. It's really incredible. Okay, all right. Enough talk. I'm gonna jump into the game, guys. So I'm doing Opus of Starsong. Let me just maximize this one here. Let's do a quick record test. I need to clip this thing later. I didn't record it, but I can download the stream later and just edit that. All right. Let's stop. And it seems to be okie dokie. What do you say? Like honky dory? I forgot the. I'm not very good with like English slang, so. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna remove myself. There we go, and let's jump into the game. All right, I need to open up the walkthrough in the meantime. All right, so oh, it's stuck or something. That's fine. Okay, not sure what's going on there, but my walkthrough is stuck at the moment, so... Well, anyway, I can load the game in the meantime. I'm not sure what's going on there, actually. It seems really stuck. Oh, okay. I see what happened here. Okay. I get it. I get it. Okay. Just give me a sec, guys. I see the problem. Sorry, guys. Technical glitch. Okay. Something glitched out in my Chrome. That's the issue. Huh. Alright, let's try to reopen it. Okay, I can see my screen again now, but I need to open the walkthrough. Okay, now it's open. Alright, good. And I can jump to here. It's kind of like near the end of the chapter, almost. Okay, the audio seems to be good. Just let me double check that, though. Just one moment. Yeah, it seems to be okay. Is it set here correctly? Yeah. The mic is good, or what's going on here? Yep. Okay, we're all set. We're gonna start from here. So actually, oh man, I really hate these ads. I really hate these ads. It's like, why is it here? Oh god damn it. Okay, just give me one sec, guys. I'm trying to open up this section here. I think I'm gonna have to do that trick again with the, okay, let me see here. Merian Square. Just one moment, guys. I need to set it up here. What the? Oh. I'm not sure what that is, actually. I'm not exactly confident. I really hate this website. It's full of ads everywhere. And it's like, I know they have to make money from the clicks, but this is a bit ridiculous. I mean, the entire website is plastered with ads. It reminds me of like these crazy Chinese websites where it's just like the whole screen is freaking ads. It's absolutely mad. Okay, alright, I'm back here. So, can I just scroll down a little bit? Or, nope, it doesn't let me. This is a problem. Okay, hold on, guys. I need to figure something out here. Okay, let me try to get this thing then. Because there must be a way to remove these motherfucking ads. It's just crazy. Like, there's too many. Like, this is too much. Oh, and then it like freezes my browser again. Huh. Okay. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's do it the other way this time. Let's do this one first. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having nothing but trouble with Chrome. It used to be like good, much better than like Firefox, but these days it's just so much bullshit on it. Okay, let's try this thing here. Yep. How big is that thing? 70 megs, huh? It's a pretty big extension. Do I need to like restart it or what's going on? Oh no, it's on. Okay, let's try to open it now. Let's see what happens. All right, so it's blocking a bunch of ads, which is good. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so you definitely need the ad blocker. Now I don't have these stupid ads blocking my screen. All right, great. Well, now we can actually start the stream then. Fantastic. Yo guys, Otaku Ops here. How's it going? Welcome back to another video. This is Opus Echo of Starsong. So yesterday I basically went a little bit on a detour and I ended up back in Guifang. So as you can see above, I have still very little money, but the rest is like not too bad. Fuel is a bit low again, but it's not too bad. In the upgrades, I'm progressing, but there's still more stuff to get, obviously. So, we're gonna start from here, and the first place you need to go to is... which one is that? This one. You from Process Energy? Our scrappers here are itching to get to work. That shipment of excavation rods here or yet or what? And we do have it. As I grew older, I would look fondly back on the times we spent taking up odd jobs to fund our search for Lumen. The man checked the cargo to make sure nothing was missing before paying for our delivery. And you get coins. 20 coins, which you can sell. And that's very easy money, this one. I think there's nothing else to do here. Let me see here. Yep, there's not much else to do, but we do need to go here. Absolutely not. You said that if we find a cave, we're allowed to join by association policy. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have given you the intel. But I'm practically a runner. I already have a crew, and I have the ability to... To what? Have pirates chasing you? Joining the association means operating in a legal gray area to find caves. Your crew will always be at risk, and that's not even considering your goal to... Please, then at least give us Red Chamber's military configurations so we can upgrade the Lumen Rezo scanner. Did you forget someone on your ship just died? This is going nowhere. Here, take it. What is this? Okay, I'm not gonna read that, but it's a detection chip. It can override the Ray Chamber's Reso scanner settings to restore its military level scanning power. Doctor, Red told me to never give you this. Just take it. You two give me headaches. Thank you, Dr. Russell, or Russell. About the association. Ada, I watched you grow up. You know I always speak my mind. You don't have what it takes to find her. We are impressed by your progress, but you are no longer needed. Wait! You said that if I sang well enough, you wouldn't send me away. Master Red already told me how to sing with a vocalizer. I can imitate Starsongs too. 103, please make your way to the front. Please listen to me. You're a very talented child, I admit. I never would have thought someone declared songless could make their way back to level 5 through perseverance. All thanks to Master Red's guidance, so may I return to... But this does not make any difference. The war is over, and the witches are now despised throughout Thousand Peaks. So it's not just you. We will all be forced to leave soon. Even those on level 5 may have to be put up for adoption. But Master Red said Enough about her. What she told you is none of my concern. The tower no longer needs you. Next! I will not put in the application for you. Give up now and move on with your life. You get the chip, obviously. Counts as a memory, number 82. Stay out of trouble, will you? And it just, again, becomes a regular shop at this point, so we have a lot of lumen coins to sell. So let's start with that. I'm gonna keep like 15 for now, which is probably not needed, but okay. Oh yeah, the alcohol thing. What is that? I'm just not sure. There might be quests that require items, so I want to keep some around, you know what I mean? But obviously I have to refill the stock here, so let's do that. Yeah, it's a bit of money though. I could buy these, but you'll find them later, I think. I think I'm done here. Looks like we have enough materials to upgrade the ship. Which part? Oh, the Reso scanner. Wow, our scanning power just went through the roof, so this is what it was capable of. How did you get Doc to give this back, Eddie? She nagged a bit, like always. Yeah. Alright. And back to the navigator. Okay, coordinates or something? Yeah. That's another memory. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, obviously, like it's really, really far away somewhere. So we have to go, as usual, small hops. The first one, I think, might be this one. Yep, rabbit hole number 2. Okay. Alrighty. This is Rabbit Hole Newswire. Subscribe to our channel. Enjoy the most stunning voices of the peaks. Known only by her magnificent voice, the mysterious singer Plum has never been identified. And today she'll be singing the very popular Miriam Minuet. Singing. Okay. Rabbit Hole's getting pretty aggressive with their broadcast hijackings. How many ads are they trying to shove in there? Who is the singer anyway? If you're going to sing, just sing. So annoying. Cheer up, Betty. How about a hack into their database? Sure, but again, if I fail, I have to reboot, right? Okay. It's some kind of witch, I guess. Yep. Maybe. Probably. It must have been because of the electromagnetic interference, but we'd occasionally hear a mixture of voices, sometimes even singing. The first time we heard it, it scared Era and I half to death. Okay. Alrighty. The passage through Rabbit Hole 2 was quiet and deep, and many small recording rooms seemed to be lurking in its depths. Fragments of conversation could be heard from time to time, and the sound of distant singing drifted through the air. Cough, cough, apologies. You're the crew I've been hearing about, the one with the witch aboard, am I right? This is Plum, the singer of Rabbit Hole Newswire. Anyway, could you help me out with this next performance of Ignis's Genesis? I know you want to stay low, but your identity does not matter to us. After all witches must be good at singing. She can tell I'm a witch, but she doesn't know that I didn't make it through the tower because of my throat. After I talked with Doc, she's been in a bad mood. Maybe I should encourage her to give it a go. If you don't do it, it gives you nothing, so you might as well try it. Era's voice was broadcast across the peaks. Even after many years, there were throngs of listeners who still remembered the performance. Some people even asked if she would like to work for the station. She just said, I sing from my own soul, not some distant star. And you get some more coins. Okay, back to the navigator. I think it's probably like here or something. Oh, wait. No, it's not. That's weird. Did I go there before? I don't remember, to be honest. Wow, this is really far, actually, yeah. I don't get it. Like, where is that thing? No, it's not. It's not the same thing. Okay, there are like locations over there, but I cannot scan that. Curious. Okay. Yeah, you're supposed to go here after all. One of the peaks for gas planets. Okay. So, yeah, yesterday I mentioned that some graphic things are not great in this game, so this is actually what I was talking about. I mean, I don't like the planets. They could be more detailed, but it's just like very blurry, kind of ball of gas. But we know that's not really the case if we look at current gas giants, like for example Jupiter. Like it's full of activity, right? I don't know. It's a bit odd, but this one I'm not a big fan of. All right. Anyway, there's nothing to do here, so back to the navigator. Okay, I think this is where we're supposed to go next. Let me see. Okay. Transport station, East Ocean. Okay, what? Alright, I guess we're supposed to do this one first. The construction of the interstellar transportation on a rift in subspace was no less costly than the price of developing a planetary system. At the time, the station was managed by the East Ocean Alliance, built by the residents of Thousand Peaks and invested in by the Eiffel League. It was originally believed that it would open up lumen sources in Thousand Peaks and bring glory to East Ocean. However, it was eventually destroyed by United Mining, leaving a permanent electromagnetic storm. Eddie, there's a electromagnetic reaction occurring at the transport station's main gate, even though it's destroyed. The subspace rift should be inactive. Why are we picking up abnormal radiation? Ada, this is the old East Ocean transport station. Even if it's dangerous, I'd like to go see what it is. So the thing is, if you go with the red chamber, you'll take damage to the plates. But if you just have June going, it's better. Nothing happens. You get a memory. Using red chamber's tether, I carefully made my way to the center of the storm. The intensity of the storm caused the readings of the spacesuit to go off the charts, and in a daze I slowly lost consciousness. When I came to, I was inside Red Chamber on the ground by Ada's side. I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have let you go out there, Ada said. I could sense the regret in her voice. And you get memory of a narrow escape, which is number 85. And of course we can explore. That's a new one. Storage unit, okay. Number 86. And scrap alloy plate, number 87. June here. The exploration is just about done. I'm preparing to head back to Red Chamber. Ada, can you hear me? June, are you still online? The storm started going crazy 5 minutes ago. The interference is getting worse. We can't locate your signal. Damn it. The storm is interfering with the signal. I can't get a hold of Red Chamber. What should I do? Should I try and get back on my own? What? Okay, wait a second. What does it say here? Okay, I think you're supposed to pick this one. I was about to pass out when I saw a glimmer of light amid the wreckage. I grasped for it. The light led the way, and I started to hear Ada's voice. When I finally got back to Red Chamber, I had a disc in my hand that looked like a Mirian relic used for prayer. And you get this one as well, which is another memory, number 88. Okay. I guess we could explore one more time, but I'm not sure exactly if it will give me much stuff though. Yeah, not bad actually. That's worth it, I think. What is this one though? I don't know. I see. This is obviously, I don't have that. Yeah, these are items you find much later, so yeah. Alright, back to Navigator. Next we go to... Let me see here. Is that one? I think it's this one. Eiffel, yeah? Alright, let's go there. East Ocean's ally, the Eiffel League, slowly faded from Thousand Peaks, but what really occurred was the explosion at the East Ocean transport station caused by an electromagnetic storm that destroyed their space station. Alright, you can explore it, obviously, so let's do that. Here is where you get the pulse beam focuser, which is a new thing, and also the expired account records. So we're at 90 at the moment. Ada, the situation isn't looking too good. The closer I get to the beacon, the worse the interference. Should I continue? Eddie, the pre-war beacon keeps sending out error signals. It's creating serious interference. I don't care if the oceaner gets lost in space, but that's gonna mess up our navigation. Should we take care of it? Of course we should take care of it. Otherwise, June's gonna be in serious danger. Ooh. I see. Huh. Ooh, just barely passed. That's another memory, though. Okay, got it, got it. Should I search again? Maybe. Let's do it. Okay, nice, nice. At least the fuel got restocked. I see. Interesting. Alright.
流脈共振機起動共鳴開始録音を開始する2個流明の分析完了音源発生地まで案内します
I'm actually not sure if I got this the first time I played. I don't remember this particular location that well. Alright, let's have a look here. A nice new location. Uh-huh. Okay, alright. Lucidus. Lucidus. Okay. It looks pretty small. And that's it, actually. You don't even go inside, you just... That's it. But there's memory here. The other one, I think, is plants or something that you can sell, obviously. Cool, cool. Alrighty. Next is where? Return to the previous location. Okay. Okie dokie. To the south. Ah, I see. Mining Trade Station Marseille. I don't know why it's like French suddenly, but okay. Okay. Okay, okay. The Eiffel Lake space station malfunctioned after a massive electromagnetic storm. Scavenger ships searched for unmanned space stations like this one, hoping to find some intel they could sell on the market. You get some more stuff here. Ada, can you hear me? The computers at the trade station keep displaying garbled code. Also, the electromagnetic radiation levels is getting dangerously high. I don't know what happened here, but it won't stop rising. Eddie, June's back with his problems again. He says the radiation keeps rising. I don't see why that'd be happening here, though. Tell him to keep going. That doesn't sound right. Should we just give up? So this one, you're supposed to do this one. We found the source of radiation and shut off the power supply. And you get more records, okay? Alright. I see. Well, let's do it one more time then. Okay, not that great. Unfortunately, to go on, if you want to explore the others, there's more of them nearby. We need more exploration kits, so that means we have to go back to Guifang first, because that's the nearest station. Okay, well, we have stuff to sell. Some stuff to sell. This one is pretty good money, actually. I think you can probably sell all, as long as you found it once, like, it's fine. But, you know, since I have, like, a bit of space, I don't mind, you know, carrying extra stuff for now. That's gonna cost a lot, though. God damn. Fuel is expensive. Alright. With, okay. Alright. Like, look at this. Like, it consumes half the fuel just to get here. Which is mad. I think we have to go here. Oh, nope, it's not that one. So maybe it's that one? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, alright, well, let's go here. This space station was built by East Ocean before the Lumen War. Okay. Control system unit, huh? Nice. A bit of fuel back. Two memories. Looks like an old East Ocean cave. It must have had large reserves of lumen. The glow of lumen still lingers even after all this time. I hope that one day I'll find a cave like this. Why are these lights surrounding me? And you're supposed to pick... Just 1 second. You follow it. Following the lights, I passed through a tunnel that looked like it had been ransacked. When I got to the deepest parts of the cave, I found a familiar stone disc on the ground amid the rubble and debris. And you get another disc, which is another memory, number 96. Ooh, now that one is important because it increases June's luck by 2. That one is actually important. Okay, cool. Explore again. Alright, sure. Okie. Ah, I see. Well, I think it's kind of the same as before, actually. I had the same choice before. I go for this one first because we need to like beat those duels. That's important. So if you get like a +4, that's a very nice advantage to have. So let's do that one. Looks huge. Okay, I think we're done with this place. Alright, next we go to Penglai, which is over here. Okay. Those marks on the tunnel walls, it looks like there was a gunfight. But I can't tell when it happened. Should I keep going? I see. Yep. Keep going. But the sake of uncovering the truth, I stomached my uneasiness and continued onward, following the marks on the wall. At the end of the tunnel was a war room that had been completely plundered. I opened a drawer and found a discarded document. Okay. I see. Well, let's do it one more time. At least I got my fuel back. And then you go for the other option, which is this one. $15. Okay. Oh, you'll get them replenished, which is nice. Alright, back to Navigator. I think it's just this one here. Yeah, Shiratsuka. Okay. Eddie, it's an electromagnetic storm. Red Chamber's navigation system isn't responding. If we don't fix it, we're going to get lost in space. Who knows how many ships have gotten stranded like this. Well, the thing is, like, this is kind of a guaranteed success now. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so this is obviously a location, an inhabited one this time. Let me see here. Okay, so the first one here, well, it actually saved, so I don't have any risk of doing it. But basically, yeah, there's a dice roll here. You need to, well, you'll get scrap metal, whatever happens, but if you do succeed, you get 6 of them. If you fail, you only get 3. So in this game, you're supposed to get like as much as possible, so let's try to see how it goes. The operator of Shiratsuka Parts once worked at the East Ocean Interstellar Transport Station. After it was destroyed, he would periodically see parts of abandoned ships being spit out of the subspace rift, and believing it was a binary miracle, he founded this recycling station. However, some say that his lover was pulled into the rift when the transport station collapsed, and everything he did was for his hope that she would one day return. The fact that we've met may mean we'll need you someday in the future. I hope when you receive a sign, you will return. What? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I guess like if you have too much money, it doesn't happen. Okay. Interesting. As the gods of spacetime and a symbol of reincarnation, Binary has relatively few followers. The hardships of post-war life had forced most speakers to focus on the daily toils of living rather than some uncertain afterlife. But Shiratsuka parts were an exception. When the workers ended their day, they each chose a part that would be offered up by sending it into the subspace rift. They prayed that Binary would guide the way, sending it back as a signal that their next life would be better. My binary prayer disc is broken. What am I going to do? Are the gods telling me that all these years of salvage crafts have been meaningless? I heard the founders of Shiratsuka salvages debris in the hope that he'll one day see his lover again. It sounds like the relic means a lot to him. Binary prayer disc. Isn't that strange disc I picked up at the East Ocean Interstellar Transfer Station? Oh. Okay, this walkthrough is completely weird because this is just not even mentioned here. Oh, okay. It is mentioned like as an edit. Okay. Sure, I guess. Just as I thought, I can't give up just yet. A look of appreciation came across the old man's face as he carefully hung the prayer disc on the wall and began telling us his story. Ah yes, binary. So this was hanging in the East Ocean Interstellar Transport Station. In Miriam belief, binary guards the gates of space and time. If you are pious enough, those that you wish to see will wait for you behind those gates. He left us contemplating his abstruse statement. I'm not even sure what that word means. But you get 10 coins for that. Okay, the last one is just a shop, I think. Yep. The dark shop was hidden in some corner, and its method of operation was very different from Trash Mountain. Instead of gathering war-torn debris, Shiratsuka parts got most of its parts from large items shot out of the rift. The workers here disassembled gathered debris and reassembled them into something new before sending them off with the silent utterance of an ancient blessing. Neverlasting paths. What comes may not be what you ask, and what you ask may not come to pass. You're in electromagnetic storm's airspace. If you have no business here, then stay away. Are you refugees? Just so you know, we don't do discounts. Well, yeah, I know that part. Got quite a few of those, actually. Lots of coins. Get rid of quite a few of those. I think there was something else somewhere. Let me see here. Alright. I think I need to get this one, just this one for now. You could get these as well, but you find them later. But this one you don't. And it counts as a memory, increases the luck by 4, which is massive, to be honest. So that's done. Okay, that's it for this place. Back to the navigator. Alright, next we're gonna go to... not sure if it's this one or what. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, I think that's it, right? Taiyang. Eddie, there's a huge ship in front of us. Their infrared pattern is almost the same as the electromagnetic storm. I didn't notice them until now. Neverlasting paths. Vessel ahead. May I inquire whether this is the lumen-seeking vessel with the East Oceaner aboard? June, I thought the bounty had been terminated. Okay. interesting. Okay, I'm not sure. This is not mentioned here. Yeah, no, it's not mentioned, but I guess we're supposed to do this one, really. Uh-huh. He was hoping to thank me for what I've done, so knowing I was from East Ocean, he brought me some treasure he had found years ago. The Epic of Taiyang. Okay, this is not mentioned here at all, which is weird. Like, what the hell? But okay, fine. Yeah, it does look like East Ocean. It's very, like, Asiatic. Okay, so first... we go to that one. The satellite was named after East Ocean's main star and was their earliest base of operations in the peaks. Dayang Shrine, built inside, once attracted many peakers due to its similarity with Miria's Helios. However, Taiyang's reputation in the peaks declined rapidly after East Ocean surrendered to United Mining, and the shrine was all but abandoned. An East Ocean shrine, not even slightly damaged, almost as if someone has been taking care of it all this time. Is this some kind of miracle? I found a secret door that had not been opened. Inside was an old tattered book. And this is memory number 100. We reached the century. Okay, after that you just explore stuff. That's easy. Oops, I don't know what I clicked there, but there we go. That's it? Finally, I found it, my clan's residence from when they were still in the peaks. It must have been raided. The whole place looks like it was turned upside down. A fate such as this should not have befallen a clan as honorable as ours. Ooh. Okay, that's a lot of exploration kits, though. I stayed inside for so long that Ada thought something had happened to me. In the swirling sea of ruined documents, I discovered the glory of my clan's past. Taiyan's decree of conferment to the Li clan. Okay, that's 101. Is that it, though? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Okay, let's try this one.
龍脈共振機起動。
共鳴開始。録音を開始する。
It's 102.
2個龍鳴の分析完了。音源発生地まで案内します。
Okie dokie. This is pretty far away from everything else on the map, for sure. There's another one, though. Hold on.
龍脈共振機起動。
Oh, okay. That's pretty weird. Oh no, it is mentioned actually in the edit, that first thing, the interception. Yeah, it is mentioned here. Okay, well, in that case, we have to go there. which should be called Xida. And it is. Okie dokie. I never thought that we would find traces of runners in such a remote airspace, even though Ada kept telling me not to give up. It was really hard to stomach. Okay. Well, that's another memory, obviously. Ada, do you want to keep exploring? This place has already been discovered. I don't think this is the rumored cave that the doctor was referring to. How would you know? You haven't even gone in yet. Even if this isn't the one, you can at least try to bring something back. Jun's right, there's nothing here for me. Okay, yep, we're supposed to do this one. Let's get that cursor away. I got a bit of lumen seeds. Alright, navigator.
流脈共振機起動。
共鳴開始。
Really? That sounded okay to me. Okay, what the hell? No, it's not this one. That one.
録音を開始する。
2個流明の分析完了。音源発生地まで案内します。
That is pretty far away. Why isn't there anything showing? Cough, cough. You okay, Eddie? Our sensors might be malfunctioning, Ada. Should we try again? Of course it's a malfunction. What else could it be? I knew it. I'll never be good enough. Red Chamber, triangulate the location and prepare for the landing procedures. I failed. There's nothing to locate. System has failed to detect an orbit for entrance. Ah, stupid computer. Switch to manual controls. Remy, let's do a second pass. We don't want to be stuck in some unknown orbit. I'm landing now. There's nothing here that Red Chamber can't handle. You're the one who's stuck. Okay, well. Eddie, look what we found. What is this place? How did you find this, Ada? Eddie. Ah, sorry. Is this it? It has to be. Remy, get the spare spacesuit ready. I'm coming with you, June. At the time, it felt like Ada was hiding a lot from me, but after seeing vestiges of civilization that had been abandoned for tens of thousands of years, I decided to just let it go. Alright, well, obviously here there's a bit of exploration to do.
相対速度1秒5フィート。現在の距離は153フィートです。距離120。距離30。無重力空間用係留装置射出。
固定成功。お疲れ、功労ちゃん。エイダ、上陸成功。
リバク、上陸成功。
Okay, let me have a look here. Hold down. Okay, you're supposed to go down, I suppose. This is different. Ah, there's the mural.
「牛脈じゃないな。古代の交易拠点か何か。万道神話によれば、男は虚空間を利用して神殿を建てたって。すごい。超特大大発見だ。龍脈探査して誰一人として知らなかった場所だろう。
小惑星じゃないし、龍脈があるわけでもないのに、力がそこら中に溢れてる。どうやって龍脈エネルギーを収束させている？
エイダ、どうかしたのか？
私、力の感情が伝わってくる。嫌だ！前に言ったじゃない！私を新世代の巫女に育てるって！おっしょ、そこにいるの？
おい、エイダ！
Okay, yep, alright, let's move down. Okay, this does not count as a memory though, it's just lore. This is like destroyed, so you can't
突
analyze
然
it.
どうしたんだろう。
Witch's Rose Leaf. That's a new one. 105. Okay. There's some kind of gate, but where? You mean like down here? Yep. There's another one here. Oh, that's just Witch's Rose. That's a different one. Okay, got it. Alrighty, okay. Is there anything else here, or is that it? some kind of thing here. I don't think that's a memory
心
though.
臓が内縁に配置されてる。3階のガス惑星である生来山を意識したのか。
More plants. That thing again. Alright.
施設の外側に回った。
施設の外側ね。誰もここに来た形跡はない。おっしょ。一体どこに。
Yeah, this is the thing that kind of disappoints me with this game, is the whole thing about her master. Now that we know about it, this is kind of locked in now until the end of the game, so you know what's gonna happen, which is not great, because I wish they gave an option to change it, but as far as I know, there's only one ending, so yeah. Am I supposed to go up or down? Down, I guess. Oh, there's that thing again.
I
don't know, but let's have a look around anyway. Okay, let's go down carefully. Nothing there.
どうしてそんなに悲しげなの？ここは何の場所なの？
Transmutation chamber with a huge gate here. That's not gonna do anything.
開かない。
Well, duh.
門の先はおそらく祭壇ね。奏でることができればいけるかしら。開いてよ。万道は無情。お願いだから。開けて。私テケラよ。だから戻らせて。
長老108号が半刻ほど門を叩き続けておりますが。無論分かっておる。入れさせますか？認めぬ。
私は歌えるのに。みんなのところに返して。私は巫女になれるんだから。
構うな。すでにここの人間ではない。
エイダ、どこにいるんだ？エイダ！
大丈夫よ。さっき聞こえた声に連れられてここまで来たの。
声？
巫女は普通形なき者の声が聞こえるのよ。気にしないで。門を開けてみようと思ったけど、私の歌だけじゃダメだった。開けられそうかな？
見つけた。ちょっと待って。
真空状態でも奏でられるの？
多分できるよ。ここは力が集まっている中心だと思うし、大気中の力が薄くても冥界上で共鳴はできるはずだから。よし、やってみよう。君全然反応しない。譜面も複雑だし、歌声が悪いのかな。
隣でそれ言うのやめてよね。
開ける方法を考えよう。流明箱とか何かあると思う。
Indeed. Alrighty. Notice the directions of the things on the suit. Like every time you move up and down, it changes direction. It's really well made. I mean, it's pretty cool graphically.
軌道上の廃棄物がぶつかった後ね。
どうしよう。そうだ、聞いてみたらどう？囚われてた時と同じようにさ。
ここの流明は微弱すぎて全然正確な音が取れないのよ。他の方法を考えないと。ここに来る途中他の流明箱を見かけたでしょ。それを全部開けてみるのはどう？
意図がわからないな。
小惑星の流脈はそれぞれ違う脈動があって互いに影響しているの。振動で波紋ができてある歌声を形成してる。絡まった毛糸玉を想像して。巫女はそこから一本の毛糸を引き出すことができるの。それが流明よ。
ごめん、やっぱりよくわからない。要するに僕が全ての流明箱を起動させれば音が聞こえて、その音源を僕にくれるってこと？
正確に言えば感じるの。そしてそれを模倣して歌う。
じゃそれでいこう。
待って、保証はできないからね。
平気だよ。
私の発声には問題がいろいろあって。
そうかな。僕は好きだけど。
そう？
変なものが動きませんように。
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, there it is. That's the one that you want, I think. Just give me a second here. You messed out. Okay, yep, that's it. There's nothing else to do here. This one looks a bit tough. Let's have a look here. That's it. Sounds like a melody to me, but it could be wrong. Hear anything? Yeah, some of these are weird. Like, I don't know the logic behind them. Oh, come on. What the hell? Strange. Here? No, that can't be right. It has to be something here, though, doesn't it? I'm confused. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was kind of a hard one. Okay, and it opens up the gate above, which is correct. Right, we go up there.
つまりミコは力を感じる特別な能力があるってこと？
そうよ。巫女の塔に入った初日からその訓練が始まるの。
じゃあ僕が奏でてる時脈動を感知したりできる？
うん。集中すればできる。
Okay. There's gonna be something to open here somewhere. There it is. Okay, obviously things are starting to move here. Yeah, I think that's the one I did. Okay, let's try going up. Okay, that's just a bit of floor. There's a lot of transmutation chambers in this place. More. And then this one here. Obviously here. Another piece of lore, which is not a memory. Okay, so this should lead back to where I
巫女は
was.
みんな脈動が歌に聞こえるの？
そうよ。神々は歌で語り合ってたから。
Is there nothing here? There's nothing here. Okay, you can go on.
心臓が中心から遠くに配置されてるのは南仰天山か。竜
Okay. Yeah, that's where you entered actually. It's the same place. Bottom left. Okay, let's have a look. Yep, there it is. Ooh. Shiny. What is this stuff? Well, that's a memory. Hey?
惑星間をかける力引流。凄まじいな。憶測が間違ってなければ宇宙停留施設として利用されていた。重力で他の惑星系の流脈を支配し3階に連れて戻る。こんな惑星を超えた動きが果たして可能だったのか。これは世紀の発見だ。世に知れたら流脈協会だけじゃなく高連軍部も僕らを放っておけない。このニュースが英界まで伝わるのも不可能じゃない。惑星の内観にもたれかかる神々。でも食竜の近くに惑星はなかったと思う。10神が同時に祀られる神殿、なぜ建設されることになったんだろう。H からして万道13神の序列3位、大東山。確か高連の近くにある巨大なガス惑星だ。
Mostly just lore
1
about
から
the
考える
planets
と
and stuff.
万道13神の序列2位。でもどのガス惑星と対応してるかはわからないな。起動させる方法があるはず。流明箱から音さえ出せれば。
Okay, but I can't see the pipe. Where is it? Is it up there or something? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, I guess I have to follow that one. Or maybe not. This one? Maybe that one. Yep, there it is. All right, yeah, there it is. This is memory number 108.
開けられるものはこれで全部。あとはエイダが正確に音を捉えてくれれば。
1個開いた。また1個。3個目。遅いな。何を焦ってるんだろう。全部開いてからでも遅くないのに。遅いな。おーいノロマー。
こらやめなさい。
127号。養父の前で無礼ですよ。
いえいえ、このくらいは。お友達にさよならは言ったかい？
友達じゃない。四層のやつなんか。
また悪い口を。お嬢ちゃん、ごめんなさいね。さあ、行きましょうか。
お腹すいたな。どうして誰も来ないのかな。なんでトウは私がいらないのかな。紅先生の言う通りにしたのに、どうして誰も。ダメだ。
おい、起きなさい。こんな無様な姿教えていないだろう。108号、巫女になる理由は見つかったのか？
紅先生、
どうした？
トウは私いらないって。
お腹空いてないか？
みんな私いらないって。
知っている。だから私が迎えに来たのだろう。お前のように巫女になる理由すらわからない子はいらないと言われた方が幸せだ。ペコペコなんだろう。
ペコペコ。
行くよ。お前は私のものだからね。
私トウに戻れるの？
その必要はない。一緒に船を取りに行こうか。高連のゴミどもは退職金代わりに退役した龍脈探査船をくれるとさ。手続きにかなり時間を食って遅れてしまった。ごく普通の性能の船だが商船に改造してある。
私はよくわからない。
108号、子供を戦場に送るようなmand道巫女の塔は私は好かん。私は何か商売をしようと思う。一緒に来なさい。今日からエイダ・ラムがお前の名前だ。
エイダ。
龍脈に咲く花の名前から取った。お前の喉を治療している時薬として使った花さ。貿易の目玉になるだろうね。一緒にこれを栽培しよう。
It might actually be the symbol on her jacket. Like, if you watch closely, it might be that.
この花が満開になったその時、お前は新世代の巫女になるのさ。
来た。流明箱が全部開いたのね。ものすごいエネルギーの流れ。集中しないと絶対に流門を開けられる音があるはずだから。聞こえ 録音開始。
エイダ、全部起動させたぞ。音は聞こえる。
待って、録音中。
すまん。
It's another memory, 109.
「竜迷箱を解放したからか、施設中の力がものすごく高まってる。いろいろな音、声、感情で溢れて。
力にも感情があるのか。
感情だけじゃない。時空の流れの中で共鳴をしている人がいれば、その意識や考え方まで伝わるの。だから力と霊魂を同一視する人もいる。
それはつまり君は霊魂とお話ができる？
いいえ、ミコはあれを霊魂とは考えないの。ただの残留思念。
うん、僕は壁が揺れてることくらいしか。
少し揺れてるね。
微弱な振動が続いてる。まるで目覚めたいかのように。
続ける？
当たり前さ。カイトに一族を救うと誓った。だからこんなところで足踏みしてはいられないよ。この発見は飛び家に栄誉をもたらすに違いない。
そうね、あなたの一族。
大丈夫だよ、エイダ。
はいはい、分かってる。一族の栄誉を取り戻すのよね。
どんな状況になっても必ず僕が守るから。
変なの。さあ急いで、次はそっちの番でしょ。
分かってる。冥会長、共鳴準備。
あのね、ずっと謝りたいことがあって。カイトのこと本当に申し訳ないと思ってる。彼が怪我したのは私を救うためでもあったから。
君が気にすることじゃないよ。さあ始めようか。やった。これ変だぞ。
どうして開かないの？
そんなの分かるわけ。なんてこった。こいつは竜門じゃない。これスイッチだよ。
はあ？
これ自体が大きな竜迷箱なんだ。空間中の力を動かすための。
何このエネルギーと音。
しくじった。目覚めさせちゃった。危ない。
I think that's the end of the chapter. Probably. Some more alien language here. She can't read at the moment.
誰だ。僕はまたやっちゃったのか。毎回判断を誤る。なんでいつもこ
我が演奏を聴け。我こそは龍脈探査第一人者飛び家の第四大使である。
ちょっと待った。僕は最大のライバルリバックだ。
おえ、龍門が動いたぞ。またかよ。やっちまおうぜ。 役立たずのゴミはゴミ箱へ。2、1。
痛いずっこけてやんの。
リーバックス野郎も倒したし、あっちで遊ぼうぜ。いつも殴られに来るな、お前。
あいつ側室の子なんだって。母上が言ってた。
龍脈から離れてリバックスが来られないところで遊ぼう。
僕は龍脈の弾。
ずいぶん難しい遊びですな。飛びの龍脈石板を使ったのですか？どうしました？転んでひどいお姿だ。
別に
喧嘩で負けましたか？
喧嘩じゃない。
彼らに勝てませんか？今回は何の役だったんです？
龍門。
演じがいがないですな。
ちょこまかするな。ただ動かなければそれでいいって。
でも動いた。
当主になってみんなを守れと母上に言われたって教えたら、みんな殴ってきたんだよ。
その話はむやみやたらと言いふらすものではありませんぞ。
みんな夢でも見たんだろって。
大丈夫。自分を強く持ってください。自分がなすべきことを。
僕は門だよ。誰も守れないもん。
門も素晴らしいですぞ。良くないものは門の外側へ、いいものは内側に留めましょう。当主の役割と同じです。いつの日かお母様と同じように守れるようになります。
でも門は動けない。何もできないよ。
今動いてるじゃないですか。門を閉じてください。一族を離れたい人がいても出られぬように。
そんなことしたら怒り狂うよ。
門の中にいた方がいいのです。そして一族を守る者になる。
そんな人がいればいいけど。
います。若がいるところこそ後先考えず走り出すような。
カイト！
起きて、力エネルギーに持っていかれちゃう。聞いて、もうこんなことは二度とごめんだから。自分のことは自分で救う。あと少しでも角度がずれてたら彼方まで飛ばされて、もし直撃だったらどこまで飛んでいくかわからなかったのよ。
カイト、どうして僕は。
リバ君。
ごめん、僕のせいだ。僕が悪いんだ。カイトと約束したのにねえ、飛び家が鉱脈を失った原因も僕。君がマフィアに捕まったのも僕がこんな脳なしじゃなかったら。
力に感情を支配されないで。
僕なんか
カイトと約束をしたんでしょ。一族を救うって。
でも僕がどんなに頑張ってももうカイトには見えない。
ついてきて、さっきの施設に戻りましょう。
Okay, not quite over yet. Let me see here.
ずっと動いてなかったから巨大な竜鳴が周囲を誘爆させたのね。あの程度の爆発で済んだのは不幸中の幸いか。リバ君、大丈夫よ。前にも言ったけど、龍脈を追い続ける限り必ず会える時が来る。
僕のような脳なしじゃそんなこと不可能だよ。
さっきだって助けてくれなかったら二人とも宇宙の塵よ。白い牙の時だってあなたがいなかったらどうなっていたか。それにこんな古代遺跡だって見つけられなかっただろうし、今の自分が嫌いでも魂に誇りを持つこと。覚えておいて。未行無常。あなたと出会えたこと幸運に思うわ。
あのさ。
あのね。
ごめん。
いいのよ。お先にどうぞ。まあいいわ。調子はどう？
ごめん。もう大丈夫。さっき何をしていたのか。
私は何も覚えてないわ。
本当にごめん。
さっきのいい話、全部師匠からの受け売りなんだ。何回も聞いてきたよね。なんで龍脈を探してるんだって。
それは。
実は探してるのはお師匠なの。お師匠はとっても厳格な人だった。でもとてもすごい人だったのよ。有名な巫女でさ。通り名は三階の悪夢、高蓮の英雄。私は喉を潰して巫女の塔を追い出された巫女でしかないけど。あ、そうそう、私は正確に言うと巫女じゃないの。あの当時は名前すらなくて番号108番だけ。騙されたなんて言わないでよ。ちゃんと龍脈発見してるでしょ。まあこんな私を師匠は拾って育ててくれたの。大戦時の食材のために私を新世代の巫女にするんだって。でも数年のうちに高蓮に再招集されちゃった。二度と協力したくないって最初は断ったんだけど、高蓮も必死でね。最終的には私を徴兵するなんて話まで出たの。私は半人前だけど幼女ってことも知られてたし、利用されたのね。私は行くって言ったんだけど、巫女の塔を落第した半端者に何ができるって怒られてさ。口が悪いのよね。育ててくれたくせにさ、私はダメな子って。高蓮もそれは織り込み済みで、師匠は私の代わりに徴兵に応じるだろうと。暗黒の忌まわしき竜鳴、それが彼らが探していたもの。それを探すために向かうのは伝説の前人未到の龍脈、黒龍。でもこの話はこれっきり。お師匠からも何の音沙汰もなし。お師匠は本当にすごい人だから行方不明になるなんてありえない。きっとどこかで困ってる。だから共振器で表示されない龍脈が見つかった時、私も降りたいって思ったの。まあ誰もいなかったけど。いつも考えてる。もしあの時私が半人前じゃなかったら、お師匠は行く必要はなかった。 行方不明の原因は、リバクの考え方で言ったら、やっぱりこれは私の責任よね。
ごめん。答えられない。
そうね。だから私は助けてもらうのが嫌い。さっきみたいに。そのせいで誰かがいなくなるの。あなた、結構頭が固いのね。ちょっとは元気づけてくれない？ラミアよりダメね。
カイトも同じことを言ってた。
そう。ラミアも同じことを言ってたっけ？
君は本当にすごいな。
あなたよりちょっとだけ。一族のことしか頭にない次期当主。
真面目な話。一族衰退の原因を作ったのは僕だ。僕は一族を救いたい。
はいはい。
当然だけど、君のお師匠さん探しも手伝うよ。
はいはい。
なんだよ、真面目に言ってるのに。
どうしたの？信じてるわよ。
うん。
どうしたのよ。
なんでも。力が一瞬眩しくてさ。
見て、リバ君。この光ってまるで花が散っていくようじゃない？
花？
あれ？花ってわからない？
知ってるよ。僕らが集めてる龍脈草花のようなものを英会王室では式典の時に装飾品にするのさ。盛大な祝賀会ではよく。
違う違う、そんな少しじゃなくて、英会の花の季節は短いって聞いてたけど、本当なのね。はあ、
言ってる意味がわからないな。
英会は花が少ないからか。私が言ってるのは辺り一面に咲く花。
一面に咲く花？
そう、まるで海みたいな。
海？そんなに？
うん、想像できないでしょ。目の前にある光が舞い散る様子、とっても似てるんだ。
花に詳しいの？
功労は退役後にお師匠の手で現在の姿に改造されたの。龍脈の草花で商売しようって、毎日毎日たくさんの草花に囲まれた生活。
へえ。
お師匠のお家は花だらけでね、そこら中に咲いていたんだよ。見てみたいと思わない？
ちょっと。
ちょっとだけ？海よ、花の海。
そこまで言われたら見てみたくなるね。
なんか乗り気じゃない感じ？
そんなことないよ。エイダの話だから見てみたい。
何を？まあいいけど、いつの日か功労が山界を離れる時が来たら、必ず故郷に来てもらうわ。私が大好きなところ。あなたの故郷とは違って四季があってね、いつも花が咲き乱れているの。
Well, she says that, but she doesn't mean that. I think this is the end of the chapter. Come on, surely it needs to start switching.
エイダと会ったその年、功労は古代の遺跡を発見した。 づけた。今までとは異なる異色の龍脈の発見。我々は期待の新人として注目をされ始めた。名が売れるという感覚を味わったのはこれが初めてだった。同年、我々は万道封印所発見者として登録された。エイダの夢も叶い、功労は龍脈協会の一員として登記された。さらに数ヶ月後、小惑星帯で移民団の救出に成功。栄誉探査者としての表彰を受けることになった。銀河歴8535年、功労は正式に龍脈協会のクロート名簿に名を連ねた。当時我々の名声は銀河の遠くまで届いていたように思う。不思議だな。まるで昨日のことのように過去の記憶が浮かび上がる。
Oh, okay. Still going on, but hold on. So, screen. Oh, okay. But there's one mural over here. I'm not sure he can interact with that one. No. Mm-hmm.
カイト、私は当主になったぞ。
Some kind of award.
ボロボロだ。
Sample source.
もう一度歌声を聞きたいものだ。
I think this one actually here, it kind of tells you what the game is about. What comes may not be what you ask. I think that's probably the summary of this game in general.
これらすべて、もし君がいなかったら何の意味も持たないことだった。
Okay, now it's the end of the chapter. Who in the name of Ignis thought there'd be a cave here? End the mission now, or we're all gonna die. Why did we even accept this crazy mission? Because it will give us a chance to study the connection between Myria, Ignis, and East Ocean. Ever since East Ocean was founded, the Lee clan has been... Who cares about your stupid clan? Our ship is getting incinerated. Alright, stop fighting. Launch a navigator. We're heading back to Guifang. Let's go to navigator. Alright, new messages here. Guys, just kind of recap what we just seen. So okay, and from Ada. And there it is. Number 110. Almost half. Okay, I see that they didn't refuel me or anything like that, which sucks. Southwest. Ah, here.
また起きてきたのか。
眠れないんです。また夢であの声が。
力は不詳不滅の存在。宇宙を徘徊し、異なる時空に異なる形で存在する。夢の中でそれを捉えるのは巫女の素質があるという証拠。怖がることはない。
はい。夢の中の声、人の歌声みたい。
わかったわかった。もう眠りなさい。
この声に歌で答えたいのに、いつも歌おうとすると6つの光が私を見つめるの。そして声が出なくなる。でも向こうの歌声は止まらない。私を呼んでる声。
エイダ。ごめん。でもそろそろ起きないと。
また寝ちゃってた。
たくさん資料を読んでいるから仕方がないことさ。高連軍部から聖来山軌道付近の流脈探査要請が来てるけど。
パス。
これ教会を通さないで軍が直接巫女に業務委託したいみたい。
返信お願い。捜索番号04423クズはくれない。情報がいただけない限り返信はないものと考えたし。
じゃあ無視しておくよ。
巫女養成に使われるのが見えてる。
万道食流商会からも要請来てる。
この前やったばかりじゃない。
流脈協会は再度拒否したら今後の斡旋はしないって。
何それ、脅し？
そりゃ10個も案件を断ればね。怒るのも無理はない。
むしろ感謝され足りないくらいだって
また電池切れ？
多分最近歌いすぎかな。
少し休んだ方がいい。
じゃあもう龍脈は見つけられなくなるけど。何見てるのよ。
いや、なんで。
はあ
The left. Okay. Alright. Ooh, that's actually a good one because it increases your luck. It's 111. The poster right above June. Okay. Oh, you mean that thing over there? Okay, that's another memory. 112. Vials, which is another memory. Okay. Alright.
実際この2年で数多くの龍脈を発見してきた。英海に戻って売れば大型の居住型停留所にも変えられる。
それは言い過ぎ。
君はお師匠探しに集中しなよ。そしたら喉も温存できるし。
そうね。また夢で見たわ。
また同じ夢？
同じ歌声の。
我々英海は龍脈を中心として経済を発展させてきた。ほとんどの人が半生を龍脈探査と龍明の収集に費やす。誰もが唯一無二の自分だけの龍脈を探し出すことを夢見てる。エイダが夢の中で聞いたその歌声、きっと龍脈のお導きだ。
私英会人じゃないし。
僕が言いたかったのは、その歌声は君にとって重要なものなんじゃないかってこと。僕だって3階に来たのは偶然なんかじゃない。3階の歌声だけが耳に残った。
はいはい、それで？
だから君に出会えた。
あのさ、一族の人と連絡取ってる？
取ってない。昨日もそれ聞いたよね。
十分な数の龍脈を探し終えたら故郷に戻るでし。
心配しないで。全然連絡取ってないからさ。エイダのお師匠さんが見つかるまでご一緒します。
言ってほしいなんて言ってない。
え？
なんでもない。自分で何言ってるかわからないの。船内通信？はい次。
教会より高連は近頃大規模な龍脈探査活動を始めている模様。高連空域に入る場合は注意し、認可場所でのみ探査を行うこと。
もう全部あげちゃえばいいのに。私たち民間探査車はどこに行けばいいのよ。はい次。
緊急通知フロムラッセル。親愛なる功労戦隊へ黒龍に関する情報を入手した。
落ち着け私、落ち着け。見間違いじゃない。黒龍って書いてある。26回も龍脈探査してついに長かった。7回目の龍脈探査、爆破済みの排気龍脈未上陸。8回目、マフィアの基地だった未上陸。9回目、高連女優龍脈で逮捕寸前だった。
14回目龍脈共振器のご判断。
もういいもういい。どうせ私はポンコツミコ。龍脈を探すなんてそもそも。
またお姉様、まだ3階に来て1年経っただけよ。
もう1年経ったのよ。龍脈協会は加入させてくれないし、高蓮は死んだように音沙汰がないし、やっぱりお師匠を探すのは無理。
お姉様、
機械に頼らないと声も出せない私の気持ちなんてわからないよね。何してるの？
ふん、龍脈共振器起動。
ちょっと
増幅器起動。
やめなさい。普通の人が使ったら神経の負担に耐えられないから。
神経系システム接続。
手を離して。何がしたいの？
わかんないよ。私に何ができるのか。歌いたくないなら私が代わりに歌うしかないじゃん。
バカね。これはあなたの問題じゃないでしょ。
絶対に見つかるもん。龍脈協会にだって入れる。功労もアップグレードできる。高齢の行動感染も解かれる。黒龍の情報だって手に入る。
もうやめて。
そしてお師匠と一緒に帰る。出発前に言ったよね。どんなことが起こっても私なら。
分かったから。私歌うから。
私たちならできる。
何泣いてるのよ。
泣いてないし。3年長かった。功労、お姉様への回線を開いて。
チャンネル002レーダに接続。
お姉様聞こえる？大ニュースよ。
あれ、いない？
またリバクのところか。功労、リバクの通信記録を開示。
権限がありません。
じゃあ全通信履歴を確認。
船員リバクは個人設備を使用しているためアクセス不可能です。
やっぱね。パケット分析するっきゃないか。功労、最近のネットワーク通信のデータを見せて。
ロード中。
何この数。一つ一つ見てたらキリないじゃん。もしリバクの使ってる装置の認証番号が分かれば記録も抜ける。あ、そういえば前に一通来てた。これで解析できるね。コーロ、リバクから来た一番新しいメールをチェックして。このメール見るだけでイラつく。いやいや、そこじゃなくて私が見るべきなのは、確かあれ系の装置の認証キーは前列4セットが0000の後ろの文字8セット。探してみるか。
Okay, so it says... Which one would that be though? This one, I guess? That as well. Is that one? But I'm not sure.
発見。ここをコピーして、よし。次はこの数字を使って通信記録をあぶり出そう。メッセージの先端部分に現れるはず。発見。
Oh, that counts as a memory.
何これ。あのガキ PC 逆側に降りたい。ちょっと待って、こっちの通信記録って。
ねえリバク、ちょっと。
どうした？
ラミアが探してる大ニュースって。
そうか。じゃあ急いだ方がいい。当主様、もう何年も連絡しておりませんね。皆様お元気でしょうか。ここ数年。
Okay. Let me see here. Have to scroll down a little bit. It's almost the end here. Save the message for later. Oh, okay. It actually doesn't
想
matter
像
what
し
you
ていた
pick
以上に
here.
龍脈の部分的所有権を
But here you're supposed to pick this one, though.
今離れたらエイダを傷つけてしまうだろうな。もう少し待とう。
これガチのやつじゃん。
And it's saved here. Very good. Very good. Back to Guifang. Always go here, usually. But eventually we're gonna move more towards the east territory and the south as well, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here for today. There's kind of a lot that happened here. Finished at chapter 2. This is basically just the beginning of chapter 3. I think if you think about both of them, so Ada and June, they both struggle to let go of the past. Obviously, Ada is attached to the Master Red, and June is kind of still thinking about Kai and, you know, his clan. And I mean, look, this is just the way that it's scripted. Obviously, you know, that's the way that it is. But if I was writing this, I would do it a bit differently. They need to be more honest with each other, and I think that would solve some issues, probably not all, but the fact that they're kind of hiding things from each other a little bit is frustrating, let's say. But yeah, again, it is what it is. It's how it goes. So alright guys, I'm gonna stop here for now. So thank you for watching. I might be back tomorrow, we'll see. So yeah, before I go, just a quick reminder, do check out the links in the description. There's a lot of really great stuff down there, so go and have a look. I do keep adding from time to time to some of them, so do check back because they are updated. And yeah, I'll see you next time. So take care, stay safe, and Otaku Up signing off. Peace. Yeah, this is the kind of frustrating thing for me, like in this game, is that he doesn't make a move on her. She maybe is not that much interested in that kind of stuff, but just the fact that he's not kind of making a move is a bit frustrating. I don't know. A lot of Opus games go this way, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Anyway, let me get out of here. Stop recording. Oh, that was a pretty long one, but there was a long intro, I think. So, all right, yep. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.